All right, so today we're going to be working on correlative conjunctions. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you can read this because we're only going to be doing two problems together because these aren't as difficult, especially with the examples up here, but let's go ahead and just get right into it. So correlative conjunctions are pairs of conjunctions that work together to connect the parts of a sentence. Either or and neither nor. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight those because those are the only two that you are working with. These are correlative conjunctions. So either or means one or the other. And I'm going to underline that now since you can see what they mean. And neither nor means not one and not the other. So you will hear more adults say this than kids, but it's still good to know this right now so you can start practicing. So either or gives options that are acceptable. Neither nor gives no options that are acceptable. So they're basically the opposites of yes and no, yin and yang if you want to think. So down here specifically, these are your examples. And you're going to want to refer back to these when you are making your correlated conjunction sentences below. So example 1 says, I can wear either shorts or jeans to play soccer. It's giving two options instead of just one. Now the second one is the opposite. It says, I can wear neither shorts nor jeans to my cousin's wedding. So it's saying for there, they can't wear one or the other. They're going to have to pick something else. So with that in mind, and referring back to it, let's go ahead and get into problem 1. Problem 1 says, and before we actually get into problem 1, let's go ahead and read the instructions. Always read the instruction first. I'm getting ahead of myself. So it says, write 2 answers to the question. So you're going to have 2 answers. And it says, make your first answer positive, which means use the either or first. And that's right here. Or make your second answer, second part, negative, using the neither nor. So we're going to start with the positive first. And our sentence 1 says, do you want pizza? Do you want spaghetti? So it's 2 questions, but we're going to add that correlative conjunction that makes that sentence flow a little bit more. And it says, either, I'm going to drop the do, either you want pizza or you want spaghetti. So it's no longer a question, it's a statement. I'm giving you one of the things. Either you want pizza or you want spaghetti. So now we're gonna do the negative. So this one, the negative might be a little bit more challenging than the positive, but that's okay. And so the negative, remember, it's not giving any acceptable answers. So for this one, I said you neither want pizza nor you want spaghetti. Or in this case, you can even just drop the other ones, nor spaghetti, but I'm gonna actually write it out, nor you want spaghetti. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight where they're at. So either or, neither nor. And that's all you're doing with this. You're just gonna be putting those in and changing those questions into statements. And that's all you're gonna be doing. Make sure you write slow, make sure you write it correctly. I mean, you have the words in front of you, and instead of doing these 2, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the second section. Section 2 says to rewrite each pair of sentences using correlative conjunctions. So how you had up here, you were making a positive and a negative here. You're going to pick which one you want to do over here. And I'm going to go ahead and do, let's do number 4. This one seems a little bit more challenging than number 3. It says, they do not bark, they do not howl. So this sentence isn't very clear. So this one, for me, it automatically sounds like a negative because it says do not, do not. So we're going to go ahead and just make that a negative correlative conjunction. And it says they neither bark nor do they howl. So you're going to see I changed some words, but the statement is still saying that they don't bark. Ooh, and I put bark, and they don't howl. So you're gonna have to say your sentence out loud so you can hear it. Because when you say your sentences out loud, you can hear where you made mistakes and where you need to fix things. So that's all you're doing for section 2. Make sure you read carefully and you identify if you're making a positive correlative conjunction or a negative one.